morning, and welcome to another edition of North Verdamont Elementary School, 3rd grade math. This is topic 14, lesson 5. Today we're going to be working on liquid measurement again. Topic 14-4 was about liquid measurement as well, focusing on milliliters and on liters. Let's find out what today's lesson is. What is the total capacity represented in this picture? So they've got us these liters. You can see in this picture the difference between 1 liter and 500 milliliters. 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters. So I look and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 complete liters. I'm going to say 5 liters and 0 milliliters because there was none half filled. So let's see how that is. Oh, fantastic. Let's click on the icon here to look at the picture. Okay, so the liter bottle is not completely filled up, so I'm going to put 0. And the milliliters, well, 200 would be here, 0 would be empty, 600, 400. I can look and see that the blue line is above the 500, so I'm going to go with 600 milliliters. Excellent. Next problem. Click on the icon to view the picture. Okay, so they want us to look. There's 1 complete, 2 complete, 3 complete liters. So my answer here is 3. I look at this one and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go and look and see what we've got. 600 would be here. 500 would be here. 200 would be here. So our best answer is 700. Fantastic. Check the icon. Okay, so here we have 1 complete liter, 2 complete liters. So I'm going to put 2 liters here. How many milliliters? 1, 2. 200. Let's look at our choices again. 200 is the best answer. 800 would be way up here. 500 is here. 300 would be here. So I'm going to go with 200. Click on the icon. That means push this little button here. I have 1 complete liter, so I'm going to put the answer 1 here. I look here and I see it's not quite up to the 500, so let's see what our choices are. 200, that's too small. 400 seems to be the best answer. 500 is right here, and 600 would be above the 500 milliliter sign. Click on the icon to view the picture. Okay, that one is pretty easy. There are 0 liters. Let's look at our choices here. 0, it would be empty of any blue water. 600 would be above that line. 200 would be way down here. So the correct answer is 500 milliliters. The capacity of a jar is 235. How many relish is in 4 jars? Use math to represent the problem. Well, what you're going to have to do is add 235 4 times, or you could multiply 235 times 4. I'm choosing to multiply 235 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20. I'm going to put the 0 down, carry the 2. 4 times 3 is 12, 13, 14. Carry the 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9, 940. If you have a problem with that, then you could add 235 4 times. I'm writing it down on a piece of paper next to me. 5, 10, 15, 20. Carry the 2. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. 2, 4, 6, 8 plus 1 is 9. So using repeated addition or using multiplication, the answer is the same. 940. Go to the next question. What is a better capacity? 4 milliliters? 4 liters? Okay, so I'm looking at, and that does not look like 4 medicine droppers. That looks just way too big to fill it up. So I'm going to say 4 liters is the best. So that eliminates A and C. A is not a good answer because 4 milliliters is too small. And C is not an answer because 4 milliliters. So let's examine the wording. That's really careful to look at the words in the answer. 4 liters is a better estimate because 4 milliliters is too large. Not so. 4 milliliters is not too large. 4 milliliters is too small to be a good estimate. A cook, okay, click on the icon because I am a visual learner, so I need to look at that. A cook made a sample size soup broth and then emptied it into the marked liter container. If the cook made 4 samples, oh my gosh, this is so dry. Okay, how much broth did he make? So the first thing we have to do is identify how much of the blue liquid. I don't know if I want to drink blue soup, but let's look at this. I see 1 liter, 2 liters, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 800 milliliters. So I'm going to write down the number 800 milliliters. He made 4 samples of that. Now I could do the easy way, the way that I taught many of your parents, and say 800 times 4. 4 times 0 is 0, 4 times 0 is 0, 4 times 8 is 32. Okay? Then the next way to do it would be to say 800 plus 800 plus 800. That is 3,200. So we know that there is 3,200 milliliters. Aha, but the question is, how many liters? As I said before, there are 1,000 liters in 1,000 milliliters in a liter. So if I have 3,200 milliliters, that means I have 3 liters and 200 milliliters. Pretty tricky there. They are really challenging you to grow your brain. Please remember that 1,000 milliliters equals 1 liter. Marnie had a 600 milliliter of soap and used 250. Okay, so this is going to be a subtraction problem. And I hope that she is scrubbing her hands and washing her hands well. Otherwise, I'm going to have to get some actors to tell you how to wash your hands. So let me use your paper and pencil and find out. 600 take away 250 equals 350 milliliters. She says she has more than 400 milliliters of soap left. That is not correct, because if you just look at it, you can see that the 4 in the hundreds and the 2 in the hundreds would make 650. So no, Marnie would have 350 milliliters because 600 take away 250 is 350. Well done. Next question. Some people like to use a chart to help them decide how many fish they can put in their tank. Shana has a 49-liter tank. So let's look at her tank. That's a big tank. Okay, that's a nice tank. Okay, now that we see her tank, we're going to view the chart. We don't need the pretty tank anymore. Okay, this is a multiple step problem. She has a 49-liter tank. So the first thing we have to do is 5 centimeters. How many fish can she put? So 7, how many 7s are in 49? You have to say, I have a 49-liter tank, and each fish at 5 centimeters uses 7. So you can do repeated subtraction and say 49, take away 7, take away 7, take away 7 until you get to 0. Or you can say 49 divided by 7 equals what? And our answer is 7. So let's see if that is correct. She can have 7 fish that are 5 centimeters long because each 5 centimeter fish needs 7 liters of water in order to survive. So let's check our answer. Hallelujah, I got that right. Ramona mixed up a batch of lemon iced tea. She mixed together iced tea and lemonade. Just as a side note, that is called Arnold Palmer because a very famous golfer named Arnold Palmer was the one to make that drink famous. So if you are in a restaurant and would like iced tea and lemonade, you would order, I would like an Arnold Palmer. Use the picture to find the amount of tea that Ramona made. Okay. Well, 2 liters is not a good choice because that would involve 1 liter and 2 liter and another liter. So A is not a good choice. She has 1, 2, 3 liters, 300 milliliters of lemonade. So B is not a good choice because if we're mixing them together, B is the exact amount of lemonade. So A is not correct, B is not correct. And oh my gosh, 7 is way too much. Way too much. So that leaves D. If we look at the iced tea, I see 1, 2, 3, 4 milliliters, 5, 6, 700 milliliters. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Let's see what your teacher got. 100%. I am so glad. Well done, and I hope that helped you on measuring liquids. Topic 14, lesson number 5. Now that you have seen me go through the buddy practice, I would appreciate it if you would try to do 14-5 on your own and then go on to 14-5 quick check. You have 3 chances to get 70%. Thank you for your time today.